So I wanted to talk about dead subs. I was actually just reading through some comments, found a comment from a channel. I know this channel, so I don't want you guys to think this is, this person being disrespectful. They were basically congratulating us on 10,000 subscribers. They were just saying, man, it sucks that you don't get more views because you have 10,000 subscribers, but on a show like The Dose, you won't even get, 300 views. And like I said, I know this channel. I know they weren't saying that disrespectful. They were just like, man, it just kind of sucks, right? And so I wanted to kind of address dead subs and talk to you guys about it. Now, some of you may not even be familiar with this term. It gets passed around a lot with content creators because, we're always checking to see how many subscribers we have and how many active followers we have. And so dead subs is basically the opposite of being an active subscriber. You have subscribed for whatever reason, but you don't really hang out as much as some of the active subscribers do. And yeah, it sucks. It really does suck to know that you have 10K subscribers, but you can't even pull 300 views on a show like The Daily Dose. Now, to be fair, there was a time when I was pulling 300 plus views on The Dose each and every day, but after you take a break on YouTube, it's very hard to rebuild that. So it's going to take me years to get The Dose back to a point where it's bringing in 300 subscribers plus a day, because you have to build everything back up. By me not posting videos regularly for almost a year and a half, I messed up my algorithm when it comes to YouTube, my influence on the algorithm. When you post every single day and you tag your stuff correctly, YouTube says, hey, this person's active, that sort of thing, right? And I know the sub boxes got messed up for a while, and now you have to turn that little notification bell on, or some of you are probably not even getting my videos. So there's a lot that goes into it, but definitely there are people who just subscribe and then never come back. And so I'm just going to be referencing those type of people when it comes to this video. And yes, like I said, it does suck. Imagine if you planned like a big event tomorrow for a good friend of yours, and you were so excited to spend a couple hours with them. It was just going to be you and them, and for whatever reason, they just didn't show. You know what I mean? They kind of stood you up, right? It could be a blind date, could be a girl. You get my point. They just didn't show up. You spent the time and effort to do something with them or for them, and they didn't show up. And that's kind of what happens to me a lot of time. Now, to be fair, I did the same thing to you guys last year. Y'all were coming to the channel every single day, or looking in your feed every single day going, I wonder if Exonovit's going to post a video, and you didn't get one. And you would go weeks without getting one. So it works both ways. I have to be active. You guys have to be active. But you get my point. For all those days that you guys came to the channel and I wasn't there. You see what I'm getting at? It's the same way reversed. When I sit down and make an hour long, or when it takes me an hour to make a video and I post it and I'm excited about whatever it is I'm bringing you, and then not everybody shows up. And then that happens every single day. You know what I mean? And it happens for as long as I've been on YouTube. And it happens to even people like PewDiePie. What's he got, like 60 million subs right now? But if you look at his daily content, he'll get between 3 and 6 million views, which is a crap ton of views. Like, nobody's complaining about that. But it's not like he's getting 60 million views a day either. So he has a ton of dead subs. Now, it could be that the 3 million people that are watching his content every day ends up being 60 million people over the course of, let's say, 90 days. We don't know if the same person's watching the content every day or not. You get my point, right? But I can guarantee you that he doesn't have 60 million active subscribers on his channel. Most YouTube channels don't. Typically, you'll get anywhere between, this is kind of the statistic out there, anywhere between 4 and 10% of your viewers will actually be active subscribers. So for me, yeah, it sucks to know that there's 10,000 people out there that subscribed but don't necessarily want to hang out every day. You know what I mean? That sucks. But I understand. I mean, everybody's busy. People's got stuff to do. I've let you guys down a lot in the last 2 years, and I'm desperately trying to build that relationship back up. And I'm doing a pretty good job at it this year. Anything could change, but right now we're pretty good. So I get it on both ends, and I'm definitely not trying to put the guilt trip on anybody. You guys know me. But I'm just saying, I want people subscribed to this channel who actually want to be here. And it's tough for a channel like mine. And I'm going to talk about this in another dose because it was actually a fan question, but it's tough for me because I cover multiple games. So let's say I cover, I don't know, back when I covered Max Payne 3 back in the day, somebody probably subscribed for that game. And then who knows, maybe I didn't cover a game for the next year or two that they enjoyed. And so they're not coming back. That's why I wanted to branch off and do other shows. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be limiting myself to covering only one game a month. That's why I started Let's Plays and the Dose and other kinds of stuff, right? To keep everybody active. This is my way of trying to keep you guys engaged, because I know if I only put up that one game a month, there's only going to be a certain percentage of people who's actually playing that game or who wants to see that game covered, and everybody else, there's nothing to watch. That's why I'm desperately trying to do YouTube full time. You guys have heard this. So it happens on both ends, but I do wish that I could get more interaction from everybody. I feel like that out of my 10,000 subscribers, if I had to put a number on it, I probably have between 500 and 700 truly active subscribers, meaning you're here every day, or you're here once a week, or you're definitely here once every 90 days, right? So I guess I'm happy about that. But there's such a gap between that number and 10,000 that I'm striving to feel with content to get those people to be active again. That's why we're revamping my personal plays, adding in a lot more stuff to that I hope will increase the viewership, right? The Dose is back now. That's working. So I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that I'm here every day, that I show up, that I'm here, and I can only hope that the community follows. Does that make sense? So like I said, I'm not trying to guilt trip anybody, but I thought that was an interesting comment, and I don't know if any of you guys understood that phrase or not, but it's called dead subs, and we have quite a few of them on this channel. Like I said, I don't think it's all contributed to the fact that they just don't want to hang out. It's just life, and maybe I'm not covering the game they want, but what I'm trying to do is eliminate the me factor. You know, if they're not here because there's not enough content or not enough diverse content, I'm trying to fix that. That's my job. You know, so at the end of the day, I need to be able to go to bed at night and say, you know what, I put out 3 to 4 videos a day. It was roughly 30 to 40 minutes of content, which that's kind of my goal. If I'm going to release 3 or 4 videos a day, I'm trying to keep it less than an hour. That way, you know, if you do want to watch it all, it's possible in a daily format. So like I said, a lot of it has to do with me. A lot of it has to do with them. But I do wish I had more. I just wish I wouldn't have took that 2 years off. I wish I didn't have all that stuff going on with my job and me move and all. I wish I could just, oh man, I wish I could just get that back. There were channels, guys, that covered trophies and achievements that had less subs than I had when I had to take that break. And now they have like 500,000 subscribers, and I'm still stuck at 10, and it only took 2 years. So that's how much damage was inflicted on this channel when I decided to go out and get like a quote unquote public job and get rid of my freelance business. That's the kind of hit we took. It was a big freaking hit. And I don't know if we'll ever truly fully recover from it. I think we're definitely going to recover from it, but I don't know that we'll ever get the traction we had back in the day. You know, who knows? I'm hoping that this fall will bring everything back to light. You guys know I'm kind of on a 2-year time limit right now where I'm trying to get that traction back. But hey, look, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know how possible it is because I'm fighting the YouTube algorithm right now. You see what I'm saying? And that's a beast that no matter how much drive I have in me, you can't beat that beast until YouTube finds favor with your channel again. Does that make sense? So while I'm hoping that we can break that barrier in the fall, I'm going to release probably, guys, if everything goes correctly, we're talking 200 to 300 videos between now and December minimum. And that's crazy. So I hope that that's going to put us back in the rankings on YouTube, get us back at the forefront of some of these trophy videos and compete with some of these other channels and bring that viewership back. But like I said, as much as I can control to bring in the active subscribers, I am doing my best. You know what I mean? more so than I think other YouTube content creators do. Half of them don't even read your comments. You're just typing something into the void. At least when you leave a comment on my channel, unless I just miss it, because I get a lot per day, you're getting some type of response, or at least a thumbs up or a heart or something, right? I do the best I can to interact with you guys. And so, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it's part of the territory, man. I don't want anybody to be here who doesn't want to be here. If you truly want to be here, then I'm here. I'm doing everything I can. And so I just wanted to kind of talk about that topic. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. See you right back here tomorrow.